And here we go. The 30th tournament, 30th anniversary of Shougai Shinro is finally here. And we've got a nice day for this special tournament. These anniversary tournaments do not come around very often, but in the past they've been very exciting. So we'll see if that trend keeps up for the tournament here today. And with the anniversary tournament coming around, it's a good time to reflect and see how the show has changed and progressed since the last anniversary tournament, which was season 20. And so we're going to take a look here at our updated stage clears per tournament. We showed this graphic back in season 20, and it's changed quite a bit here. As you can see, some of these after Evan's total victory in season 20, it's been a tough road ever since. Shougai Shinro Origins seasons 21 through 25, they were the toughest era in Shougai Shinro history. Just one single stage 3 appearance over the course of 5 tournaments, and just an average of 1.2 stage clears per tournament. That's just barely over one stage clear. That's pretty ridiculous. By far the toughest era we have ever seen in Shougai Shinro. But Evan's found a little more success here as of late in this current era, but not by very much. Just seasons 26 through 29 here, just 1.25 stage clears per tournament. So doing a little better, but it's still proven to be pretty tough. So Shougai Shinro clearly getting tougher and tougher as time goes by, but that just makes these total victories all more worth it when they do happen. And with that out of the way, let's look at the updated stage clear percentages for Evan here and see how they have changed since the last anniversary tournament. As you can see here, stage 1, he is 82% clear rate, which is actually a drop of 1% since in season 19 when we last showed this graphic. Stage 2, 70% clear rate, which has dropped 3% from season 19. Stage 3 has dropped 8%, and he's just has a 47% clear rate. And stage 4, the only one that's actually gone up because of his total victory in season 20, he's up to 71% on that. Just a 5% increase. So there is some success, but as you saw with the stage clears per tournament stats here and the stage clear percentage, Shougai Shinro is getting tough. And Evan has spent these last 10 tournaments grinding away. No total victories to show for it yet, but you got to put in the work, and he's been doing that. And he is going to give it his all here for season 30. And let's go back and take a look at these past 10 tournaments and look at some of the biggest moments that have happened so far. And after Evan's total victory in season 20, a new era was born, Shougai Shinro Origins. Very different era here, fully indoor courses. And Evan started this era off with a bang, season 21. One of the craziest endings we've ever seen to a Shougai Shinro tournament. Evan, thinking that he had timed out, but he actually didn't. As the tournament was ended, we found time on the clock. So he technically did clear stage 2, but in the end of it all, he would end up actually dropping out of the tournament because he believed he failed on an earlier obstacle. So that was definitely a crazy ending. Then in season 22, going out on the flying grab, a rare stage 1 fail here for Evan. Just one of the, I believe, 5 times he's ever failed stage 1. But he would come back in season 23 for yet another unique tournament here. Going into this with a shoulder injury, first time ever really competing with an injury. So that was definitely an interesting circumstance to take on the course. But he did fairly decent actually, but made it back to stage 2, but timed out at the end of the stage in another extremely close finish. This era, a lot of failures. It was the toughest era in Shougai Shinro history. But in season 25, Evan would finally break through his sort of stage 3 drought, and would finally, he would have one of his best stage 1 runs ever right there. Then stage 2, he would finally beat it, and then take on stage 3, but he would unfortunately set a record for the fastest stage 3 fail of all time, going out on the very first obstacle. And that was the end of Shougai Shinro Origins as an era right there. By far the most difficult of all time, and one of the few that didn't end with a total victory. And the show would go on hiatus for about 8 months until 2023, where season 26 finally made a return here. Back to sort of the outdoor courses we know and love. And Evan would come back, but go out on stage number 2. But the show was back in 2023 for a time. Season 28, Evan would make it back to stage 3 in a birthday tournament, running the course on his birthday. That's the first time that had ever happened in Shougai Shinro history, and put up one of his better performances, but went out in stage 3. And the show unfortunately would go on hiatus again for another 7 months until 2024 in season 29, where Evan would make his return, and the show would come back, and he would get deep into stage 3 again. But that gets us to where we are today, season 30. And no more time to waste. Let's get this 30th anniversary tournament started here on this kind of cloudy day here for this 30th anniversary tournament. And here is our competitor this time, Evan, back again in that lucky jersey for his 29th run here in Shougai Shinro, and he has quite a history with these anniversary tournaments. Season 10 made it to the final stage. Season 20 made it to the final stage again and achieved total victory. So he's looking to keep that streak of final stage appearances up in these anniversary tournaments. Let's go down to a pre-run interview. All right, everyone, here we go. This is it, season 30, the 30th anniversary tournament of Shougai Shinro. This is a big tournament. Kind of crazy that we've made it this far to 30 tournaments, but hopefully I'm going to do my best to make it a good one. Obviously, there's a good history of these every 10 anniversary tournaments. In Shougai Shinro season 10, I had that sort of crazy run, beating that stage 3 on my first try, making it all the way to the final stage. But I just came up just short, and then in the next one, season 20, I made it all the way to the final stage and achieved total victory. So in the 2 10 anniversary tournaments I've had before this, I made it to the final stage both times. So for season 30, that's my goal, is to do the same again. But it's going to be tough. Stage 3 is tough. Every stage is tough. So I'm just going to do my best today. It's a little chilly today. It's 37 degrees. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, that's pretty warm for February, but yeah, it's 37, 38 degrees at the moment. It'll go up 2 or 3 degrees probably over the course of the tournament here. But kind of a cloudy day, but yeah, we'll just see how it goes. I'm just going to try and stay warm in between stages. But I got to focus on each stage, every obstacle, and I'm going to try my best to really go hard in this tournament. I want to make this a good 30th tournament. So I'm going to get warmed up and get ready to go for stage 1. Let's do this. And here we are for stage 1, 65-second time limit. Similar course, what we've seen in the past, starting off with the rope sequence, swinging from the rope to that little balance beam. We will then jump over to the bar cross, balancing across those 2 bars to the other side. For obstacle number 3, the jump hang, always a classic obstacle in Shougai Shinro. And if he makes it through that, it will be onto the cliff swing, swinging from the bar, grabbing onto those cliffhanger ledges there and swinging off to the blue mat. And then after that, he will just do a long jump to the other side to get ready for the final 2 obstacles, which is the bar cross again in reverse to get back over to the half pipe twister, the only obstacle Evans failed on recently in stage 1, crossing that white tube and jumping to the rope. 65 seconds to clear, And let's get right to it. Stage 1, here we go. And here we go, stage 1. This should be a good one and hopefully a good tournament here as Evan gets ready to go. He's got that lucky jersey on and he's about to start stage 1 here. 65-second time limit. And he is off on stage 1. First the rope sequence makes it look easy. Now onto the bar cross. Taking it a little slowly, but makes it through, just playing it safe. Jump hang up next. Evan's always been pretty good at this obstacle, and he made it look easy once again. And now the cliff swing. This might be one of the trickier obstacles of the stage. Gets his one hand around and makes the grab. Takes a swing, and he is through right over the long jump. And he's still got 30 seconds left. Putting up a good pace here on stage 1 as he eyes up the final obstacle, the half pipe twister. This one can be tricky. Taking a moment to collect himself. And he steps out. And he's moving, ready to make the... Oh, he almost loses his balance, but he makes it through. Good save at the end, and he is going to clear stage 1 with about 9 or 10 seconds left. Nearly slipped off at the end there on the half pipe twister, but he was able to reach out to the rope in time to save himself. That almost ended badly, but Evan is going to be going back to stage 2 and gets off to a good start here in this tournament. Made the rest of the course look pretty easy. Through the balance obstacles, the jump hang, no problem. Cliff swing is always a tricky obstacle, but Evan's never failed it. And it was really just a half pipe twister right at the end there. As you can see, when he takes his last step here, he really loses his balance, but thankfully the rope was right there, so he cleared that obstacle and the stage. Let's go down to an interview. All right, that was a good stage 1. I felt like I was moving pretty quick, actually, through until I slowed down at the end there. I felt good on all the obstacles except for the half pipe twister. That one almost got me at the end. I thought at that I got to that. I was making those last few steps to make the jump for the rope. I started slipping. I thought that one was going to get me. So I was happy to make it through that. Close call there, but the rest of the stage was pretty easy. So feeling good about that, and looking forward to stage 2. Little chilly here today. That could affect the grip strength, but we'll just have to see how I do. So I'm going to get ready to go. Stage 2. I'm sorry about that. As you can tell, it's a windy day too. That makes the cold even worse. That could affect the grip strength. So stage 2. It's going to be tough. You know, the new sort of salmon ladder change. That's going to be probably the hardest part of the stage. That's going to be a grip killer. And then, you know, having the pipe swings and the sky ledge after it, it's going to be a real grip heavy stage 2. So I just got to keep my hands warm for now and do the best that I can. So we'll see how I do. And here we have a short little break here after stage 1, as we did meet a little furry friend here. But in this break, we're going to take a second here and look back at the history of these every 10 anniversary tournaments, starting with season 10. Happened in 2019 when Evan was just 21 years old. This was also kind of a big tournament because it was a renewal tournament. Evan had just achieved total victory back in season 9, so this was a completely revamped course, and Evan came in deciding to wear that jersey that we all know as his lucky jersey now. Just randomly happened to do it, and he happened to have one of his best runs of his career here in the middle of winter in a renewal tournament, just coming out and making the course look pretty easy on his first 10 through stages 1 and 2, and then stage 3 was where he really shined, taking down obstacles like the crazy cliffhanger. No one had really thought he was going to be able to clear that obstacle. So to do not only that, but then to go out, beat the vertical limit as well, and make it all the way to the end of stage 3. Just an incredible run and a result no one was expecting out of Evan in this tournament, in a renewal tournament with this extreme upgrade in obstacle difficulty. The final stage was where Evan came up just short, just a few seconds away from a total victory, but overall one of the most shocking results we've ever seen. No one had expected Evan to do this well, and to do it in the 10th anniversary tournament just made it out to be a special tournament, one that we won't forget anytime soon. And then in 2022, season 20, the 20th anniversary tournament would happen. And little different circumstances in this one, middle of summer here. And Evan had seen these courses a few times before, so he was ready to go for this one. He had failed every single stage in that era before this 5th season, where he would finish it off with a total victory, but he would come out and just take care of business in these early stages, made stage 1 look easy. Stage 2 just took his time, getting revenge on the drop jump hang. Had a little hiccup with the time management here in this stage, but he was just playing it safe on the obstacles and made it to the end in time with just a second to go. And then on to stage 3. This stage 3 featured a lot of unique obstacles that were kind of different. You know, the spider grab, cliffhanger alleyway, the chin cliffhanger, all sorts of things like that, and razor's edge. But Evan had done it several times before, and he just made it look easy, doing it once again, clearing this stage 3 for the second time in that era, and getting back to stage 4 to get his revenge, where he failed right before achieving a total victory in season 17, falling just a foot or two short. This time he made sure he was not failing. He took care of business, and he got himself another total victory, and it would be the last time he achieved total victory so far, and the last time he had made it to the final stage. He has not made it to the final stage since season 20. So a final stage appearance in both renewal tournaments, a fail in season 10, but a total victory in season 20. We're gonna see what happens in season 30. It should be a good one. So let's continue the journey. Let's head on to stage 2. And welcome back to stage 2, 90-second time limit. Excuse the reused footage from 29. We forgot to make a new one, stage 2 overview for season 30. But it's nearly the same course, starting with the balance beam and then the balance tank. Then the one change in the stage on the drop jump ladder, instead of doing the salmon ladder jump and then dismounting, you will have to turn around and swing and land back onto the balance beam, where then he will then just simply jump over to the blue mat to clear. So trickier dismount added in. That could really affect difficulty of the obstacle and the time limit as well. Have to see how he manages the time. After that, it's the pipe swing, always a brutal obstacle. He failed back there in season 26 actually. The sky ledge, swinging from the rope to the cliffhanger ledge. And then finally, the metal spin, a long jump to that swinging rope, where he will then just have to stop the clock to clear 90-second time limit. Pretty intense, and with that new added dismount, it should be an interesting stage. So let's get right to it. Here we go. And last time Evan was in stage 2 last season. He did pretty well, all things considered. Even with the return of the salmon ladder and the new drop jump ladder, was able to clear it and through the rest of the stage as well. The pipe swing, which he's had trouble before, put together a good run, which gives him some confidence here heading into stage 2 here in season 30. Although the one minor change on the drop jump ladder should be interesting to see. But here we go. Evan taking on stage 2 here in Shougai Shinro 30th anniversary tournament. Let's see how he does this time. Can he get a repeat of a clear here? what's going to happen? And he is off. 1:30 on the clock through the balance beams, and he makes them look easy. And now to the balance tank. Moving pretty quickly. And now here we go. The toughest parts of the stage right here. Starting off with the drop jump ladder. He did it last time. Can he do it again? He makes the jump. Now to the salmon ladder. Up one rung before turning around dismounting. And he's got it. And flips right around very quickly. And eyeing up this dismount. It is a far jump. And he's... Oh! His foot slipped off. But he managed to save it and jumps over to the mat to dismount. Almost failing there. That was a close call. His foot slipped off. And now he's got to go right into the pipe swing. He's failed here 2 or 3 times before in the past. And he gets a good grip and makes it through. Kind of a wild middle part of the stage here. Right to the skyledge. Time under 30 seconds. He's got to move. But he makes it. And just crosses over to dismount. One obstacle to go. The metal spin with this swinging rope can be tricky. But he's got about 10 seconds. He jumps and he's caught it. But he's falls back. Says to swing back. And he's going to get back and stop the clock with 3 seconds left. Just in time. And Evan has cleared stage 2. He's going back to stage 3 once again. What a wild stage that was. Evan made it look real easy at some points and made it look pretty difficult at other points. Through the first few balance obstacles like it was nothing. But then the drop jump ladder nearly took him out. This was almost the end of the anniversary tournament right here. Made the first half of the obstacle look like nothing, but this dismount, that's a far jump, and his foot slipped off, his left foot there, but his right foot had just enough grip to save himself and keep his balance. Look at this, just barely hanging on and able to make a dismount. And through the rest of the obstacles, even the metal spin, which he had some trouble on as well. Kind of an awkward grab there. I had to swing back, and just in time with 3 seconds left, and he's going to be going back to stage 3 for a 3rd straight time. What a stage 2 that was. What a tournament it's been so far. Let's see how he does going into stage 3. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. That was a crazy stage 2. That salmon ladder. I did good on the salmon ladder part, but that jump back, you can probably see it on the camera. When I land on the board, my one foot slipped completely. I somehow was able to save it. The pipes, my hands weren't feeling super grippy on today, but I made it through. And then skyledge was just fine, but the clock was ticking down on me, so I hurried on the metal spin, and I got the rope, but I couldn't really stick the landing. The rope moved that board up there, and it threw me off, so I had to go hang back on the rope, and time was ticking down, but I got it with about 3 seconds left. What a stage 2 that was. Man. But I'm going back to stage 3. That's pretty crazy. I'm really happy about it. I was really worried I wasn't going to beat this stage 2, but I did it. So back to stage 3, I guess. I'm going to set this course up and then go inside and warm up a little bit. So I'll see you before stage 3. And before we get to stage 3, we're going to take a look here. Since Evan is wearing that lucky jersey once again here for this tournament, we're going to go back and look at the history of his lucky jersey and how he's done in all the tournaments that he's worn it. Starting off with season 10, where it all started. Evan just randomly picked that to wear out of his closet, and he did it in the 10th anniversary tournament. And it ended up being one of the most memorable runs in all of Shougai Shinro history. After a total victory in Season 9, facing a new course, new obstacles, difficult obstacles, like the crazy cliffhanger. And Evan was not expecting to even beat the cliffhanger, and he managed to clear that obstacle, stage 3, and make it all the way to the final stage, where he would come up just a few feet short on the rope climb. But one of the most unexpected runs we had ever seen up until that point, and that kind of birthed the legend of the lucky jersey. And we would see the jersey come back just a few tournaments later. Actually, Evan would bring it out in season 12 to see if it could get him through stage 3 once again. But this time things would not go as well for him. Obviously, it was one of the coldest tournaments in Shougai Shinro history, so Evan needed anything he could get to try and get through the stage once again. But this time in the freezing cold temperatures, it just didn't happen. But still, a stage 3 run. Obviously a good performance, but no final stage in that tournament. And the lucky jersey would kind of be sidelined for a little while here, for a few tournaments. It would not be once again until season 17, and this would kind of bring the idea of the lucky jersey back to life here. Evan, one of the most dominant tournaments he's ever had, absolutely crushed stages 1 and 2, some of the best course runs he's ever put together. Just came out with a mission this time, cleared a revamped stage 3, got his revenge on Razor's Edge, and made it all the way back to the final stage. Second time he's made it to the final stage in that jersey. And once again, Evan would unfortunately come up just short on the final stage. One of the actually cursed aspects of this lucky jersey. It's gotten him to the final stage twice, but both times he's failed in the final stage, he's been wearing that jersey. So it gets him far, but he hasn't been able to do it, get a total victory in it. It would come back in season 24, but unfortunately Evan would have his worst performance in it, going out on stage 2 on the balance tank. A really shocking fail here. Evan had struggled with stage 2, and he hoped that lucky jersey would be what the edge he needed to make it through, but it would not happen. And then in sort of a renewal tournament, season 26, the show coming back after hiatus, Evan would wear the jersey and had put together a solid stage 1 run, just performing well and getting back to stage 2. But unfortunately, once again, he would go out in the second stage on the pipe swing. So the lucky jersey kind of losing its magic, it seems like, as we moved on here. But you never know. He's already made it to stage 3 in season 30 here, so we'll have to see how far it gets him this time. But so we got to ask, is this jersey actually lucky? Well, we calculated the stats, and here it is. When Evan has worn the lucky jersey, he's averaged 2 stage clears per tournament. When he has not worn it, he's averaged 1.78 clears per tournament. So statistically, he does do better when he wears this jersey. Not by a terrible amount, but he still does do better on average. It's gotten him to the final stage twice, but he just hasn't got over that stage 4 hump and made a total victory with this jersey on. But you never know what can happen. We'll see how it changes after season 30 here. But bringing it back for this sort of lucky jersey thing started in the 10th anniversary, so Evan thought it was right to bring it back here for the 30th. But that is that. Let's get on to stage 3. And here we are, stage 3 of Shougai Shinro 30, and right off the bat, we've got a new obstacle, the grip hang. You have to hang onto the boards of the globe grips and cross over. First time we've seen this obstacle since season 7. And then after that, it's business as usual. Second obstacle, Razor's Edge, making the reverse grab and making a side dismount onto the blue mat. Obstacle 3, the pipe grab, swinging from the rope to those green pipes. Always tough to hold on to, and then has to sort of change his momentum and dismount to the blue mat. That can be sort of a silently tricky obstacle. Then the switch cliffhanger, which Evan managed to beat on his very first attempt last season, crossing the boards up to the bar and then making the grab on those red ledges that are on opposite sides of the board. They're difficult and technical move. But if you can make it through that, it's the difficult section of this stage. 3 obstacles in a row that Evan struggled with. The cliff grab, straight to the globe grass, then the vertical limit, which has taken Evan out the last 2 seasons. Made it halfway through the vertical limit in 28, but failed to transition to it in season 29. He wants to get another shot at it this time. We'll see if he can. And if he can manage to beat all those obstacles, it's onto the pipe slider, sliding across the boards and then making a dismount to the blue mat to clear. Well, everyone, here I am back inside. Getting a little warmed up. It's still chilly. It hasn't really gone up in temperature. It's still sitting at about 38 degrees. So the wind is making it more cold. So making it a little tough out there. So I want to come warm up my hands a little bit. Got stage 3 all set up. Looking at the course, it's going to be a little more difficult from last time, I feel like. New first obstacle with the grip hang. Only thing I think I'm not worried about failing it, just worried about it draining my energy. Just got to be careful on that because I will be using gloves and that makes it easier to slip off. So just got to be careful with it. But yeah, otherwise not too bad. Razor's edge, just got to get a good jump and a good hold. Hopefully I can do that. Obstacle I'm actually pretty worried about is the rope swing to the pipes. Like I said on stage 2, my hands aren't really gripping those holds good today. I haven't really figured out what causes it yet or not, but like last season, season 29, my hands, it was super easy to grip. Today, not so much. I don't know if it's the weather or what, but you know, but I don't really know. But you know, I think I was really worried about it in stage 2, but I was able to beat it. I did do some training on those holds since the last tournament. Hopefully that can get me through the obstacle in stage 3 again today. Switch cliffhanger, that's always a tough obstacle. And then after that, it's that section of 3 obstacles in a row. The cliff jump, not too worried about. Globe grass, not worried about, but the vertical limit, that's gonna be tough. Hopefully I can do better than last time. Hopefully I can beat it. Gonna try and maybe stay higher up. If I do get a hold onto the vertical limit, I find that it's easier if like hanging down further, it's harder to move. I feel like if you really hold yourself up, it's a bit easier. But we'll just have to see. Hopefully I make it that far. Hopefully I get to test that theory out. And then just a pipe slider to finish. Been a really kind of wild here tournament so far. Stage 1 did pretty good, but almost failed right at the end of the half pipe twister. Stage 2 was full of near failures. So it's been a wild tournament, but it's been a good one, definitely. Definitely been a memorable tournament so far. Trying to keep that going here in stage 3. I'm just going to do my best, and hopefully I can make it happen and get back to stage 4. You know, like I said, I did a bit of training on those holds, and I did a little bit of vertical limit training since the last tournament, so hopefully the training pays off. It's a pretty quick turnaround since the last tournament, so we'll just have to see. So I'm gonna make sure I'm warmed up and ready to go, and I'm gonna give it my all here on stage 3. Let's do this. Let's make this a good 30th tournament. Stage 3 time. Let's do this. And Evan has taken on this version of stage 3 2 times before, the last 2 tournaments actually, but both times he's gone out on this vertical limits. It's a very difficult obstacle. Made it just about halfway through it in season 28. Season 29, the stage guy kind of reworked a little, some different and newer obstacles in it. The switch cliffhanger is very much a difficult obstacle, but Evan did manage to beat it. on his first try last time, but he still has to be careful with that. That can take you out at any time, but he would fail to transfer to the vertical limit in this last season, but he should hopefully get another shot at it. We will have to see how he does. Let's get right to stage 3. And here we go. Stage 3 about to get underway. Evan trying to make it back to the final stage for the first time since the last anniversary tournament in Season 20. And he is off onto the grip hang, moving very quickly and made it look easy. Kind of a old school obstacle there. Hadn't seen that since Season 7, which was a very long time ago. But Evan made it look easy that time. So one obstacle down, but a long way to go here on this stage. So Evan's just got to pace himself and just be cautious because he knows he can get deep into this course. Just got to try and save his as much strength as he can throughout these earlier obstacles. And he did wear gloves just to protect his hands on that grip hang there. But taking the sweatshirt off, just trying to stay a little warm. It is still a little bit cooler here, but it has warmed up a few degrees since the start of the tournament as he gets ready for Razor's Edge. This reverse grab, very technical move. He's getting ready for the jump, and he's got it. And just has to dismount off to the side here, and he is through it. That is a tough obstacle, one that can take you out. But Evan seems to have had that obstacle down pretty good, and he beat it once again here today. And now obstacle 3, which is honestly kind of the one he was feeling worried about, where the pipe grab here. Back in stage 2 earlier today, he didn't have the best grip when it came to those green holds. So a little nervous about it here on stage 3. Does not want to go out on a seemingly easier obstacle like this. So he's trying to keep his hands warm here. Doesn't want anything to really affect his grip as he reaches out to the rope here. The cold temperatures make those holds harder to hang on to. But Evan is ready to go here, grabbing onto the rope, and he is taking just a second to get ready. And he is off, swings over, and he's got one hand on, and he transfers to the other and steps off onto the platform, and he's through it. And Evan has cleared that obstacle and will be going to take on the switch cliffhanger once again. 3 obstacles down, about a third of the way through the stage. But this is a big one right here, the switch cliffhanger. Tough transition here at the end of this obstacle, making that grab onto that board with the sort of cliffhanger ledges on alternate sides. Evan did beat this obstacle in his first attempt last season, though. He didn't take it on in the Season 28 Stage 3, as at that point, the switch cliffhanger was actually the final obstacle of the 3rd stage. But like I said, he beat it in Season 29, so we know he's got the strength for it. But you just have to be very coordinated making that sort of switched grab at the end. A little mistake with your hands can mean failure. So Evan's going to get ready to take it on and hopefully try and beat it again. He steps up here, getting ready to go. Evan has made it all the way to the vertical limit these past 2 tournaments, so does not want to come up short here this time. But he's getting ready to go, shaking his arms out. Evan has had some trouble with the cliffhangers in stage 3, but that was quite a while ago, back in season 11 and 12. Failed it in back-to-back seasons on the crazy cliffhanger. Switch cliffhanger, kind of similar, but Evan reaches out here, and he is off on the switch cliffhanger, moving quickly, and transfers right up to the bar, and he's getting ready to go right for the jump, and he's caught it again. Evan gets a big swing, and he's dismounted, and he's cleared the switch cliffhanger once again. Look at this angle again here. Evan made the transfer while switching around at the same time, and then took one swing and then went right into the jump. Quick dismount, and Evan made that look pretty easy, flawlessly through the switch cliffhanger. And Evan is about to get back to the point where he made it last time onto this section of 3 obstacles in a row here. Now we're into the second half of this stage 3. Got the cliff grab, glow grass, and vertical limit all in a row. Just a super difficult section here. And Evan trying to beat it for his first time. As we get the camera set up and we get ready for the second half of stage 3. And Evan eyeing up these next few obstacles, taking him out these last few seasons. Will the third time be the charm here? Evan just getting everything set up. Cliff grab, usually not hard, although the transfer to the globe grass can be a little tricky. But for the most part, the focus is on the vertical limit. Wants to at least make the transfer onto it this time. Wasn't even able to do that last season. So here we go. Evan about to start, and he makes a jump onto the cliff grab and right to the globe grass, moving quickly. And here we go. The transition. This is where he failed last season. He's got one hand on, and he's got the other one over, and he's starting to move about halfway, and he's still going. And one more move, and he's got to dismount onto the beam, and he's cleared it. Evan has cleared the vertical limit. Unbelievable. And he's got one obstacle to go left in stage 3. Just a pipe slider is all that's left between him and stage 4. What a run this is by Evan. Unbelievable that he was able to beat that section of obstacles. Failed the vertical limit the last 2 seasons in a row. Didn't even make the transfer onto it last season, but he just went out and cleared it this time. I don't know if we were really expecting a run this good this season, but Evan stepping up in the biggest moments. He tends to do that during these anniversary tournaments. And if he can clear this stage here, this would be very similar to season 10. Evan on a tough stage 3 course that we weren't really expecting him to beat. Able to clear it in this lucky jersey, that would be incredible. But he's still got one obstacle left to go here, the pipe slider, which by itself isn't too difficult of an obstacle, but we'll see how much fatigue Evan has taken here from this stage 3, and then obviously just has to make that sideways dismount. That can be a little tricky, but here we go. Evan is up on the bar, and he has started on the pipe slider, sliding his way to stage 4, and he's dropping to the ledge. Now the dismount, he swings, and he's cleared stage 3 of Shougai Shinro season 30, and Evan is going back to the final stage once again. He's done it 3 times now out of 3 times in these anniversary tournaments. What a run we saw here by Evan. Made each obstacle look easy, did them fast and efficiently. Even those ones that worried him, he made them Made it through them, no problem. Through the switch cliffhanger for a second straight season. Made it look very easy, actually. Look how fast he went through this. And after that, the section that had haunted him for these past few seasons, making it through these two obstacles to get to the vertical limit that's taken him out so much as of late. And this time, he did it. Made the transition and was able to go all the way through and clear the obstacle. What a stage 3 run. What a performance here today by Evan. And he has earned himself a shot at stage 4. That's right, after 10 seasons, we're going back again. He hasn't made it back since season 20 until today. So we will be heading to stage 4 and see if Evan can possibly somehow end this season with a total victory. What a stage 3 run we just saw. What a tournament it's been. And now we're going to stage number 4. Here we go.
I have no words right now. I'm speechless. I didn't imagine that I would be able to beat this this stage. That was unbelievable. I don't know how I did it, but I did. You know, that whole stage was, the grip hang wasn't too bad. I did that pretty quick. Razor's Edge was fine. That obstacle, the pipe one, I did good on. Cliffhanger, I did fine on. The next two obstacles were okay. The vertical limit, though, man, I can't believe I got it. I beat that obstacle. I don't know how I did, but somehow I did it. I made that transfer was tough, but I made it, and I have no idea how I did it. When I first got on it, I thought I was going to slip off after a move or two, but I just kept fighting, and I made it to the end. I don't know how. And then the pipe slider. It took me a minute to get the camera set up because I honestly I didn't have a spot for the cameras planned out because I didn't think I was going to make it that far. Unbelievable. I don't know how I did it. That was incredible. And for the first time since season 20, I'm going back to the final stage. Oh my God. This is unreal. Every 10 tournaments, the 10th anniversary, 20th anniversary, now 30th tournament, I've made it to the final stage somehow. Unbelievable. That's perfect. You can't write that any better. Oh man. Stage 4, here we go. Oh my gosh, I'll see you guys there.
And Evan has cleared stage 3 here today, and it's the third time ever Evan has cleared stage 3 in that lucky jersey. First time he did it was back in season 10. Taking down a tough final stage, finishing off the flying bar, making the dismount to pull off an incredible run there, and he wouldn't do it again until season 17, finishing off on Razor's Edge, the obstacle he had failed in the previous season. And what a tournament that was, making it back to the final stage for the first time in over 3 years at that point. And now here in season 30, putting together another incredible run here today and making it back to the final stage for the first time since 2022. There's no more time to waste. Let's get right to the final stage. Here we go. That's right, this stage 4 is basically every stage 4 combined. And starting off with the salmon ladder, doing a minimum of 2, maximum of 3 rungs before grabbing up to the heavenly ladder and crossing it. Then crossing the cliffhanger ledges. Can use that rock hold in the middle there to get to that last ledge. Then he has to make a jump to the rope without hitting the ground, and after making that grab, has to climb all the way to the top and do it in 30 seconds to achieve total victory. What a stage 4 this is.
The sun's coming out, and it's a good moment for a good stage 4 attempt. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what to think about this stage 4. This is insane. This is basically all the stage 4s combined almost, except for the very first stage 4 on the tree climb. So I got to start off here doing a minimum of 2 salmon ladder rungs. Obviously 3 is the maximum, but and it doesn't really matter too much if your foot hits the ground on the first one, just because it's starting at the lowest rung. So I think the plan is going to be to do 2 rungs and then make a bigger each up. I think that would be better. And then do the monkey bars onto the cliffhanger ledge, get onto the last ledge, and then make a jump to the rope and then climb to the top in 30 seconds. I think my strategy is going to get on here, get my right hand onto the grip hold, and then flip myself around right away for the cliffhanger ledge, make the jump to the rope, and then just climb as fast as I can. I need to get the timer. 30-second time limit. It's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. I haven't done a good rope climb in a long time, but everything. This is sort of the ultimate stage 4, it looks like. I'm not sure how the time limit's going to be. This stage 4 hasn't been tested before. So we're going to see what happens. I'm going to get the timer, and let's get to it.
And Evan getting ready for his 8th ever final stage attempt. He has 5 total victories and 2 failures. In the past, Evan has, for the most part, done pretty well on stage 4, but obviously his 2 failures coming when he's worn that lucky jersey. We're seeing a salmon ladder in the final stage, first time since season 9, and what a final stage that was. Evan, an all-time classic run here, clearing with just a second to go. And then, of course, season 10, 10th anniversary tournament, Evan in that lucky jersey came up just short of a total victory, but Evan would get his revenge in season 14 with his best stage 4 run ever, defeating the course with 5 seconds to go. And season 17, Evan back again in stage 4 with the lucky jersey, but once again he would fail the final stage while wearing it. Came up just short once again, but it was similar to the last time. Evan would get his revenge and achieve his 5th total victory, and it hasn't been since season 20 that Evan has made it back, so it's been quite a while. Not since 2022 has Evan achieved a total victory and even made the final stage. But Evan has been putting in the work all these tournaments, and now he's got a shot at it once again here today, looking for total victory number 6. And he gets ready to go here. Here we go, stage 4 in Shougai Shinro season 30. What a course this is. Let's just see what happens. This is going to be good. And here we go. Stage 4. Evan about to take it on here in season 30. This is it. And he is off onto the salmon ladder. Goes up 1 rung, 2 rungs, and getting ready for the reach. He's got it. And now skipping rungs on the heavenly ladder. Moving at a good pace so far. Now to the cliffhanger. He's got it. And flips right around to the other side. Now he's got to make this jump to the rope. He swings and he's got it. And he's climbing. 7 seconds. He's pushing. going slow, but he's running out of time. He's got it, and he... What? Did he make it? Or did he time out? What's the call? And for the first time ever, we are going to a stage 4 review. That was down to the wire. It was less than a second, milliseconds probably. It was too close to tell if Evan made it in time or not. Oh, that time was ticking down there. And so we're going to have to go to a review to see if Evan achieved total victory or not. What a crazy finish to this tournament. And we don't even know what the result is yet. So let's go to a review here and see what happened.
Alright guys, that was stage 4. That was a close call. For the first time ever, we're going to a review in stage 4. That was very close. If I have to give an honest guess, I think I timed out. So we're gonna take a look at it and we'll see if I did it or not. I was like right there. I don't know. I'm not sure if I made it. We're gonna go to review and find out.
And as you can see here, this was one of the closest finishes we have ever seen. You can't get any closer than this. Down to the frame of the video here, Evan just so close, and it's hard to tell if his left hand, as you see going up right there, if he gets it around at the top of the rope there or not before the clock hits 0. And you can see this. It's Evan, his hand is reaching up. It's just, his hand is right there, but it's hard to tell if he's actually grabbed the top of the rope or not. And here is the video on the day of the competition that was reviewed. As you can see, like I said, it comes down to the frame of the video, if he makes it or not. His hand right there, clearly touching it, but the clock is already at 0. But if you go back here and look at it frame by frame, it's just extremely close. You can see Evan, his hand is right there. But does it close around the top of the rope and touch it before 0? It's just so close. Wow, just let's see what the official result is.
Well, everyone, the review has just finished. As you can see, I took a clip of me doing the review. It was extremely close. That is one of the closest finishes, if not the closest finish in Shougai Shinro history. It's literally down to milliseconds. And at that point, with just being able to pinpoint it exactly that much, it's too hard to tell. It's right on the line, because you have to get it exactly right when I cross that line to start the time, and the exact moment that I'm hitting it. It has to be perfectly on the dot, and I can't say with certainty that, despite my time that I spent looking at it in the editing program, that I don't know if I can get it exactly right. And you know, it comes down to milliseconds at that point whether I achieve total victory or not. So in the spirit of this crazy tournament, this 30th anniversary tournament, we're gonna do something that's never been done in Shougai Shinro history before. We are going to have a stage rerun. That's it. Yeah, we're gonna redo stage 4. It was too close to tell. We don't know. You know, I did my best to look at it. I came up with different conclusions each time, and yeah, so stage 4 is back. It's all set up again. and I'm gonna run it again, and we're gonna see what happens. So I think that's a fair option. You know, just because we can't come to a conclusive decision on what happened. So now I got to get ready to run stage 4 once again. Oh my gosh. Just when I thought this tournament couldn't get any crazier, this is insane. Let's do this.
That's right, we are doing a stage rerun for the first time in Shougai Shinro history here on the final stage. Just when you thought it was over, here we go, stage 4 again. And Evan getting ready to take on the course once again. After just having ran it just 15-20 minutes ago, getting ready to do it once again here. And it'll be interesting to see as we sort of look back here on Evan's first attempt in the course here. We'll see how he does this second time. It's kind of good and bad. He gets a second shot at it, so he can kind of learn from his first attempt and find ways to go faster. But like I said, he just did run this course 15-20 minutes ago. This will be his 5th course run of the day here. So he's definitely going to be kind of burnt out here. So we'll see if he's got the energy to get through it again. But like I said, having a second attempt might help him out strategy-wise. But we're going to see. Evan gets a rare second shot here. So let's see if he can do it. And here we go. Stage 4. Take 2. Let's see if he can do it. And Evan is off on the final stage, onto the salmon ladder, right up the first 2 rungs, and onto the heavenly ladder, moving quickly, pushing the pace. In 10 seconds, he's already on the cliffhanger. Flips right around and going for one swing. Hits his foot, but he makes it. Kind of a low grab, though, but about halfway up the rope. 10 seconds left. He's looking good. And the buzzer sounding, but he's still climbing. He just has to reach up here, and he's done it with 3 seconds left. Evan has achieved total victory for his 6th time ever in Shougai Shinro. He ends the drought of 10 tournaments without a total victory here. Season 20 was his last one, and now season 30, he's done it again. Evan finally makes it to stage 4 and finishes it off with a total victory. What an anniversary tournament, this 30th anniversary. As in the past, every single one of these anniversary tournaments has been crazy, and this one might have just been the craziest of them all. Evan breaks the streak of failures in stage 4 in that lucky jersey. Had a fail in season 10 and 17, and also this sort of, I don't know what to call it, a fail clear tie, I don't know, in his first attempt, but I guess the 4th time is the charm here, and he's done it. And Evan, what a season. And he found a way to get it done and get his 6th total victory ever. What a performance here on the stage 4. Definitely improved over his last one. Right from the start, just went super aggressive, and it paid off here. Just a perfect run. Can't really do any better here on this stage 4. And Evan has achieved total victory once again after 2 years. Congratulations, Evan. You have done it once again. And thank you all for watching this season of Shougai Shinro.
Well, everyone. Oh my gosh. Hey, I went all out on that last one, and I made sure, without a doubt, that I achieved total victory. Oh my gosh, I don't know, I think I had 2 or 3 seconds left. That was unreal. I gave it my all, and I did it without a doubt. What a tournament. What a tournament. 30th tournament. Oh my gosh. What a wild tournament. I don't even know what to say. I mean, stage 1 almost failed the half pipe twister. Stage 2 slipped on the salmon ladder, almost slipped on the pipes, almost fell on the metal spin. Man. Stage 3 somehow beat the vertical limit. Stage 4, just so close on that first attempt. We've never had to finish that close, so we'll never know if I technically did it or not. The reviews came up different each time, so we went with a rerun, never been done before, and here in the rerun, I did it. This is incredible. Just 2 tournaments into 2024, and I've got a 6th total victory under my belt. Man, sorry, this thing is a little far apart for me to stretch. My leg is tired. So maybe I'll just slide over here, but 6 total victories. It's been 10 tournaments since the last one, season 20, now season 30. That took a long time. It's been like a year and a half. As it was in sometime during the summer of 2022 that I last achieved total victory. Now here, February 2024, I did it again. Just 2 tournaments back, really 5 tournaments into this era, I guess, because the courses have been fairly similar. But I'm just surprised at how much my strength has grown since this last tournament. I really, coming into this tournament, I wasn't expecting to beat the vertical limit, but to be here at the top of stage 4, I don't know, I'm just shocked. I had this idea of, hey, we're gonna bring Shougai Shinro back, and looking at this course and how he did the first time, I figured, hey, this will run all summer, and I just sort of ended the whole era right here in February. So, man, I'm gonna celebrate this one good. This is unexpected, and it just makes perfect sense for a 30th anniversary tournament. Like I said, every 10 anniversary tournaments, it's always an incredible tournament, and I finally did it. I beat stage 4 in this jersey. Oh my gosh. Season 10 I had it on and I fell short, and season 17 I had this on in the final stage and I fell short. This time I got it done, despite the craziness of this stage 4. Oh man, what's the future of Shougai Shinro? I don't have a clue right now, but we'll figure that out another day. This has been Shougai Shinro season 30. Let's go celebrate. We don't celebrate these very often, these total victories, so when you do, you got to do it in style. Ooh. Total victory number 6. Oh man. Wow. I don't know what to say. I'm shocked right now. I know I've said that so many times, but that's true. This was not how things were supposed to go. Really, this was supposed to be a nice, series that went into the summer, and it was going to be some good content here, and now I just somehow went out and won it here in the second season back in 2024. I am super happy that I was able to achieve this total victory. It's been a year and a half since I last achieved total victories, not since season 20. So to actually do it again and get my 6th total victory, it's been unreal. That's some fitting Shougai Shinro lore right there. Just the way this tournament went down, it just makes too much sense. So that's it for Shougai Shino 30. Shougai Shinro as a series. What are we gonna do with that? I don't know. The way I sort of when I first started this series, and I started achieving total victory multiple times, the way I sort of envisioned this whole Shougai Shinro series going, you know, if you go back to my, well, actually, you can't really, the Ninja Warrior homemade series that I made, which was sort of my original sort of homemade Sasuke competitions before Shougai Shinro. We did 7 tournaments of that, and I think I achieved total victory twice in that. But we did 7 tournaments, and originally we were going to do 7 tournaments of Shougai Shinro, and we kind of did originally. After the 7th season in 2012, we kind of stopped, and I didn't bring the show back until 2019 or 2018 technically. And then things kind of changed after that. Then I changed the goal from 7 seasons to 7 total victories, and I said after 7 total victories, then I'll retire the show for good. And we are. I've just achieved my 6th total victory. So that would mean we still have at least 1 more to go. But I think, man, I don't know what to say. I think just the way things are going to go this year, I think I'm going to make a decision here right off the bat. I think this will probably be the end of Shougai Shinro 2024. Just the way this year is going to go for me. I'm going to be short on time, and I'm going to be just have a lot more responsibility. Just some things in my life I'm going to have to focus more on. So I'll still be doing YouTube videos, but the Shougai Shinro tournaments, I'm going to have to we'll probably have to wait until at least the fall or winter of next year, or well, this year technically, before they could possibly come back. Pretty much, also, part of that is just safety risks. Really, this stage 4 really wasn't supposed to happen. I was pretty much had retired the sort of rope climbs and salmon ladders just because I don't want to get injured, because like I said, I do have more responsibility now, and an injury like on something like that could take me out of work and stuff like that. So but I decided to go with it today. Technically, fun fact, stage 4 wasn't even exactly planned yet before this tournament, because I didn't think I was going to make it to stage 4. I did have an idea in mind from the last era, Shougai Shinro Origins. The stage 4 originally for that was going to be 50 feet of cliffhanger in a certain time limit. So I kind of had that as a backup plan, but then I kind of got the idea, hey, what if I combine all these final stages, do a salmon ladder to, monkey bars to cliffhanger to rope climb, and it kind of worked out nice. But that was one of the most dramatic tournaments in Shougai Shinro history. The future of the show, the short term, that's going to be it for now. Like I said, at the end of the year, towards the end of the year, maybe next year, we could be back for yet another era and going for that 7th total victory. I think I'm going to stick to, I want to achieve at least 7 total victories. I don't know if by the time I do achieve the 7th one, I don't know if I'll actually end the show. Probably not, but for now, that's what we're aiming towards, is the 7th one. But I'm going to enjoy this 6th one. I might have to delay this video, this tournament. It was supposed to come out once every month, but I'm going to have to do a crap ton of editing for this one. I've been talking for like 15 minutes just after I achieved the total victory. Oh my gosh. But this is a good way to end Shougai Shinro 2024. Man, stay tuned to the channel. I'm sure we'll be back again sometime, but I've got other videos coming as usual. So thank you guys for watching. Man, that's another one down, and we're just gonna keep on going. Thank you guys for watching. Goodbye.